I've always been into doing creative stuff. To be honest with you, I was never a good student in school. Like I always had shitty grades. I always got in trouble. Like I got kicked out of my swim team in middle school because I bullied some Chinese kid. To be honest with you, it wasn't even my fault. But I was just never really good at something that an Asian parent would be proud of their son. Because at a young age, getting good grades and doing good in school is like the only thing that your parents kind of want from you. I put a lot of my self-worth into it, and because obviously I was just not good at it, I kind of really thought to myself that I wouldn't be really good at anything else in the future or in my life. I just thought to myself, all right, my older brother who is intellectually smarter than me will just make money for me and my family. And I'm okay with that. That's literally what I thought to myself. But this all changed when I started getting a lot of compliments, especially from my teachers in my art classes, that I was actually good at drawing and painting. And this is not one of those like pity compliments that they gave to me. Like I was actually good at it, and my art pieces were actually displayed in school galleries like multiple times. And this was the only thing that I was good at, and this is how I got into art. I didn't like drawing. I didn't like painting. I didn't like learning about different artists or different art pieces. The only thing I liked about it was that I just had natural talent for it, and I just was better at it compared to other students. It was the first time in my life where I felt like I was better than other people, and I like that feeling. I think this is how it's like for a lot of other people, but they just don't realize it. They don't realize that the reason they like soccer or lacrosse or football is not because they like doing physical activities, maybe, but mostly it's because they either just have a natural talent for it, whether it's like just being athletic and having a big body, or their parents just put them in that sport at an early age, and they're just better than it compared to other people because they just done it for a longer period of time. Even though I didn't like the process of creating art pieces, I kind of started to like the idea of putting emotions into art and just expressing your feelings. I liked how an artist could put anger, frustration, happiness, and even sadness into a blank canvas and just express their feelings. Like I was an antisocial kid growing up. Like growing up, I knew that my thoughts and like how I view the world was very different compared to the normal person. And I kind of just kept everything to myself because I didn't want other people around me to think that I was weird. Like I used to tell myself like no one can know that I'm autistic. I was always that kid that whenever my parents went to parent-teacher conferences, my teachers would always tell my parents that, yeah, your son's doing this, whatever, but he's like super quiet and he does not talk at all in his classes. And my parents would come home and then tell me that, and they're like, yeah, you're gonna, like, when you grow up, you're gonna talk, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And not really, I do talk more, but just like autistic talk. Because of this, it was just easier to express my feelings into a blank canvas rather than trying to explain my thought process and feelings to people. Rather than trying to explain my thought process and feelings to normal people who just thought that I was weird. Even though I started getting in the creative field by like drawing and painting, I knew that I didn't want to be doing that for the long term because to me, it was just a little boring. At first, I wanted to become a rapper, but I wasn't really good at rhyming and I kind of have a lisp, so that wasn't really an option for me. But then I found Sneako, and I know what you're thinking. Like, I'm not talking about the red pill Sneako. I'm talking about Sneako like 10 years ago. When Sneako was in college before he dropped out, he used to make like very, very creative videos. And I remember watching his videos when I was in high school and just thinking to myself, wow, this guy is exactly like me. It was for the first time in my life where I met someone who had like the same type of personality as me and the same like world views as me. I liked how Sneako was brutally honest and 100% like even missed my lisp right there. 100% to himself and is just authentic. All of the videos he was making about whether it's like school or relationships with other people were all of the thoughts that I had in my mind and all of the messages that I personally wanted to preach to other people. And there was this kid doing the same exact thing and I just fell in love with that. No homo. It was honestly the first person that I could kind of relate to. Looking back, all of the people that I look up to online are all people that are kind of controversial and just brutally honest and 100% authentic to themselves and not Mr. Beast copies. The reason why I ultimately chose videography and making YouTube videos to push out my message was because I just like entertaining other people. I grew up being the fat Asian kid, so the only way for people to kind of like me or be my friend was for me to be entertaining and make them laugh. I think because I've always been in the situation where I was always that fat, funny friend in the friend group, I just learned to be good at it. Like I just learned to be entertaining and funny. And just like how I got into like creative form and doing art in the first place, I liked entertaining other people because I would consider myself to be somewhat better at it compared to like the normal person. I also think that because I've always been in that situation of entertaining other people, like making other people laugh is kind of like the norm for me, and I constantly crave it because it's just like my baseline of normality. It's like my equilibrium. Every artist should have a message, and mine is very simple. Fuck everyone else and live life to the fullest and just do whatever you want to do. I'm just so tired of seeing people do stuff that they don't want to do and be someone that they're not. Mainly because I've been in that position and I just personally know how miserable it is. And because I'm kind of free doing whatever I want, like making these YouTube videos, and I would say I'm pretty happy compared to how I was like a couple of years ago. And I just want other people to like feel the same level of happiness and like freeness from other people's opinions and just doing whatever you want to do. Maybe it's like narcissistic to even want these types of goals, like wanting to impact other people's lives. I don't know. I want people to see my videos and realize there's so much more to life than money or like trying to fit in. And there's a life waiting for you out there where you're literally just living life to the fullest and doing whatever you want to do. You should get out of your comfort zone and try your hardest to not live a normal life. Like, what even is a normal life? Like, go to school, hang out with people that you don't even like because you'd rather do that than be lonely in a Friday night. Get a job after you graduate because you don't even really know what to do with your life and everyone's doing it. So why the fuck not? Then work the job you hate, wait for Friday every single weekend, become depressed, burn out, retire, start looking back in your life and regret everything you did. You start realizing everything you did was for other people. Even your hobbies were not even stuff that you enjoyed, but were things that people around you did. So you just copied them and realized you could have actually done something with your life if you hadn't cared about what other people think about you. I think this is the reason why old people are always grumpy. Like, have you ever seen a millionaire grandpa or like a former movie star grandpa be grumpy? No, they're just always happy because they know deep down that they lived their life to the fullest and they don't really have any regrets to be grumpy about. I also use making YouTube videos as an excuse to spend money to go out to the city and explore new places. Like, I get bored really easily, and if I'm stuck in an environment for a long period of time, I really want to kill myself. Like, I'm the type of person to drive an extra 20-30 minutes to another gym to work out in just like a different environment every single month. Like, I just hate being stuck in like this repetitive, mundane life, and I feel like videography and making these YouTube videos will definitely fix it because every idea is different and every time I shoot a new video, it's gonna be something different.